1 plus 1 equals 2. Sometimes 1 plus 1 equals 3. And sometimes 1 plus 1 equals V. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Victor Coleman and his 4H.
So I guess Leonardo didn't get the memo about only reading for 4 minutes. What happened there? So I'm going to have to cut this really short. 4H. Most of you wouldn't know what this is all about, and I'm not surprised. The poems they all look like H's, right? There are 8 stanzas in each poem in 4H. There are 8 lines in each stanza, and there are 4 syllables in each line. Hence, the title, 4H. It's based on a translation that I did of a Raymond Queneau novel that he published in '39 called Un Rude Hiver, which my wife Kate found on the left bank. And Queneau being one of the founders of Oulipo, I thought, okay, so I hung him with the book, and hiver, what a Canadian word. And so I thought, okay, my next project will be about Un Rude Hiver. Hiver. HIV. I don't know. Do I really want to go there? So it ends up being IVH. And the constraints are big. Okay. We'll go for a couple of these. If you take this home, you will treasure it forever. 4H34. These girls' backstreets passionately continuing to underline occasional impressive trails with 2 times left to see its base. You intend to marry him this very moment? Old sacrament impossibly eccentric, in any case not even engaged. Things cannot think. At this moment, the company weathers marriage. This large person in question, still exceptional, virgin, I think. If I dare the large blonde girl to shine her soft hair, who made me lose my direction, whence I advanced precisely for the train of wines. I'm here to tell you I believe, advanced towards the talking air. What does he want with these little ladies? Better conversation? I leave you, Rose, if not morose, brother sitting down beside him, ruffled, telling strange histories of beautiful, tenderized blow. Let us go then, you and I, to simply say that those 2 children at the Sunday cinema are completely unnatural too. The bastards tell me silly things of their others and the wonders of their even affectations. They're finally just the plain truth. And because this is a translation of a novel, of course, poems were written in sequence. So another advantage of buying this book is that you will be able to actually read the novel in a kind of condensed form, of which we have another example right now. IVH, or 4H, 35. So sequence here, so you'll be able to tell that this follows. Yeah, anyway. Because he could draw the charts and drew them as the end of days, which then fell to him, because he got dressed in colors initially. The first vital forces, in fact, to marry with hastened dirty cats and coaches and surrounded itself with small ignored genius. As soon as he intended to, the character to whom you speak precipitates outside howling. The door to the garden opened. Starts to gain considerable sums then with ease. Cargo liners, garlic barges, and onion trains of condensed milk they could enjoy. Then resold his paste-ups to some crass commercial gardens, which then populate with Gruyere cream and large croquets of tom-cats, a goat, and a rich peacock. Bought a villa, jewels, furs, top hats, pendulums, and well-worn glassware to preserve. Adulterates naturally. Lastly, they bought all they can't formally scorn. Now the richest carafe stoppers, twice charged under the weight of animals. Known as the good ceremonial, pot of fortune, happy persons dine without us, making half-turns benevolent between the legs. This was supposed to be like my last few books, only 52 poems, but I went way beyond that for some reason, so much for Oulipian constraint. And one of the wonderful things I discovered was that the four-syllable words, I don't think probably even the poets in the crowd here are not thinking about words in terms of how many syllables are in them. So I did well, of course you are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am abject, désolé. So I was done, right? The book is done. It's done. Forget about it. But the four-syllable words kept jumping out at me. So I did special ed. This is 4H special ed. These are just four-syllable words in sequence. I'm sorry? Is there some objection? Ornamental education illuminates astonishment, realizing aggravated regimental philosophies. Excavated excessively, decorated discoveries accumulate population initially monotonous. Interesting anti-clerics geranium ceremonies tolerated exceptional pessimistic acknowledgement. Is Christian in the house tonight? Meridian artillery barometer abominates counterpart operations elemental deprivation. Reignited virility ruminated idiotic pleonism, estimating municipal relationships. Continuing historical Germanophile, newspaperman re-examined documented consternation courageously. We love that guy. Differently nationalized photographic publications interpreted assiduous methodical predilections. Solitary, intentional contortionist, considering conversation situation, agitation, infinitum. Thank you very much.